And Lord, I ask that as I lift your people and this program before you, that God, if I have sin in my heart, that you will forgive me right now, because I want you to hear my prayer and to accept it. We thank you for this family. We thank you, God, for keeping us safe on the road. We thank you for your journeying mercies that we experience. And God, the Bible says that the government is upon your shoulder. And so, Lord, we come together in unity. We come in one accord, mighty God. We come because you have sent us one to lead your people out of Babylon. And so, Lord, even now, mighty God, we come against everything that is not of you. Every obstacle, God, every distraction. We command the path in Southeast St. Mary to cut and clear right now. We declare victory in Jesus' name. We declare victory for the People's National Party. God, we decree and declare, and it shall be established today, that the enemies we see today, we see them no more, and that you are with us. God, that you will strengthen us. You will give us wisdom, mighty God, as you have sent us with a candidate and a leader to lead your people. God, may we look to you. May we look to you, who is the author and the finisher of our faith. God, we look to you. We look to the hills from whence cometh our help, because our help cometh from Lord God Almighty. And so, God, we call upon you this blessed evening. We call upon you to walk with us, as we work together in unity, peace, and love. And we thank you for what is to come. God, we thank you for already what you are doing, that you are making some shift in the heavens right now, and it will take place in the earth, mighty God. We thank you for the wave that is upon us, God. And Father, we give you all the glory. We give you all the praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Comrades, the Lord is with us, and so is our candidate. Southeast St. Mary, we ready? Richmond Division, we ready? Annotto, we ready? Belfield, we ready? Castleton, we ready? We're going to chase some crazy ballad out of town. Mister, we're going to talk some things tonight. When we're done talking, I make some guy we don't stay around here. I think the mic can echo too much. Selector, I love music. So when you bless me with a Bob Marley. Comrades, it's a good night. It's a good look. And we have a lot of speakers. I don't want to talk too much, because you have enough speakers to hear from. So I want to big up everybody. The stalwarts of the People's National Party. The workers of the People's National Party. We want to big you up. Because you see, anything we're achieving, we cannot achieve it without the workers, the runners, the cluster managers, indoor and outdoor agents. PNP comrades, we appreciate you. That's why we Father Barney and we not left. Don't you? All right, time come. We ready? We have to just go on and listen. Comrades, I'm going to invite you. You know, our candidate, Comrade Christopher Brown, is doing a wonderful thing with the young people in Southeast St. Mary. Let me hear you. Him start a football competition that is second to none. Him have some young people coming out of the woodworks that has never been out before. And Comrade Christopher Brown is giving some opportunity to the youth that has never been given before. And therefore, at this point, I'm going to call to you to bring you greetings from Annotto Division, no other than Comrade Roger Murray, to represent the youth and to speak on behalf of the youth.
Comrades from the Richmond Division, let me hear you. Comrades from the Belfield Division, let me hear you. Comrades from the Castleton Division, it is your big day. Let me hear you. Comrades from the Annotto division, I need not to ask if you're here. Let me hear you. Comrades, welcome to my home ground, Annotto Bay, where we is going to take it back street and lane in the next general election. Let me just observe all my YOs on the platform, and Comrade Brandt, thank you for joining us. But also allow me to give special recognition to my mother who is here tonight for the first time, seeing me on a political platform, a true product of success from one bottle of Sweetie in this same square. Comrades, see them a try a little thing and them send call for them boss. But like the teacher, we not frightened so easy. When them rolling with the army, that no scare we. For we represent the army of the PNP, and we see the strength of the youth in the Southeast St. Mary constituency. I always look at them conferences, and I never see no young people at all. And I mean, them been asked me if I want to come over, you know. But I think it's because we are young, bright, and independent. Comrades, I see them have some people on them poster, and I wonder to myself, what set of speakers are these? You have one who went to teach Phi and couldn't finish a poem that all of us must would have recited in primary school. But if I had time, I would have called my niece to do it because she's a top student from grade 1 up to grade 6. Comrades, then we have a counselor who over 1 year has failed not one single development in the division of Annotto Bay. Nothing you can show that Councillor Brian has done in this division. But I heard he's not going back. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if he might go back, the next councillor for the division of Annotto Bay will be coming from the PNP. And then I see the guy who is the MP, who last night he raked the most grasses I've ever seen. And him scrape firewall, and him say, "I want my fire station." But since them leader there, if them call it tomorrow, them I go get a beating. If them call it next week, them I go get a beating. If them call it next month, them I go get a beating. And if them call it September, December, next year, them I go get a beating. Comrades, I believe in the power of Comrade Christopher Brown. The man came and him shake up the place and make the laborers run. And we will be chasing those crazy ball heads out of town.
The next time it called as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And we want to make sure, say, our candidate, Comrade Christopher Brown, is walking down beside him. So guess what, comrades? From the highway and the byway, every corner, every man on the corner, every biker, every young people, we're going to make sure so we start engage them even more now. So that when the time comes, we don't have to go look for nobody. We don't have to go call nobody. Where's the Raquel? They're going to just run, come on the polling station, come mark them X, beside the head. So I'm encouraging you, comrades. I don't want to be long because a lot of speakers are here. But I am encouraging us, all of us in this constituency, all of us who have traveled tonight, and for the many that are still at home, who are watching us on social media and all other kind of media, the time is get ready, because time come. Love is the word, comrades.
Yeah, Richmond ready. Richmond ready. Richmond ready.
Things must change in our
Yeah, comrade, move.
From young to old, everybody say it's time to choose a better way. And now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for people power. Now is the time, now is the hour. Choose PNP for people power. Turn up the thing.
Comrades, comrades, from the Republic of Belfield, the ever-winning division, we are going to invite your mayor, former mayor, and councillor, Comrade Levan Freeman, to bring your greetings.
Comrades, comrades, comrades on the platform, my comrades in the audience, comrades all, good night. Comrades, I traverse the constituency today, and the truth is, I love what I saw on the motorcade. Comrades, I know Belfield will win. I know Annotto will win. And I know Castleton and Richmond will win. I say that, comrades, to say Comrade Brown will be the next MP for Southeast St. Mary. Comrades, you have a man who say him own the hospital. What kind of thing that, comrades? Or you can own a government institution? Comrades, pressure bust pipe, and I see where this pipe bust already. It's only a matter of time, comrades, and time come. Comrades, we have to do what we have to do. We can't sit back and say we must win. We have to put in the work, comrades. I see the young persons, the young voters, the young comrades are very, very vibrant, comrades. So it is up to us as the older comrades to support them, keep them close, and ensure when that day come, PNP River come down bang to bang. Comrades, comrades, our candidate is doing a wonderful job. Comrades, the man works so hard. No wonder if him sleep. But they say that when you work hard, you will be rewarded. So I'm going to ask the comrades, ensure that we rally behind Comrade Brown. Comrades, I've been in this thing quite a while. And I should tell you that with Comrade Brown, I feel comfortable, comrades. Comrade Brown is the man for the job. So comrades, on the way forward, I want to beg you, I want to beseech you that we can't drop no catch. Every vote count, comrades. So let us ensure that when that day comes, when the ballot is to be casted, we will be victorious, comrades. Comrades, the Republic of Belfield, will be delivering. No joke about that, comrades. We will be delivering in a meaningful way, comrades. So I ask a Richmond, I ask a Castan, I ask Annotto, ensure that we do what is to be done so that Comrade Brown will be walking up Duke Street, when that day comes. And comrades, I would also want to say, we have a leader. Comrade Mark Golding. He is the man for the job. So comrades, when PNP is used, when PNP is united, no party can beat it. Anytime you see the other man win, we drop the catch, we drop the ball. So I ask again, I beg again, comrades, victory will be ours when that time comes. Comrades, I don't hear this team in a long while, but I will tell you, there is a song, and I will try to sing it. I know some comrades know it. Comrades, we are marching on to progress. Comrades, we are marching on to progress. We will not what the other side say and who they say we are. We need to fight the labor rights and to set Jamaica free. We are blood and fire, comrades. We are marching on to progress. Comrades, one love, one heart, one unity.
Comrades, yeah, we have only thing to talk about, you know. Only thing. We just a warm up a little bit. Because we have a candidate here that has put some fire at a man's foot. And him a turn idiot in the place. I do some stupid things. Comrades, I'm going to tell you about them later. Yeah? We're going to step up the pace a little, make you feel good, you feel irie. You understand? And I'll tell you the things them what we need to tell you. So at this time, I want to give me a nice lady song. Because out of Annotto Bay Division, I invite Comrade Valerie Waters to come and bring a good things on behalf of the People's National Party and our division.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Omar Woodbine from Western St. Mary, Comrade Mayor, Comrade Wilson, other comrades, my youth comrades on the platform from Belfield Division, Castleton Division, Annotto Bay Division, Comrades, what a day it has been. What a day it has been. I have seen so many persons I've never seen for a long time. And comrades, we enjoyed ourselves. It was good. It was good. And it's only because we have a one Chris Brown, one Chris Brown, one Chris Brown, one Chris Brown, one Marky G, one Marky G, one Marky G that could bring out this crowd. I'm telling you, I've been here in the People's National Party since I was 21 years old. And you don't have to ask, I'm soon 100. I will soon be 100. And boy, I have never seen it like this. I have never seen it like this. Young people roll out, middle age roll out, and old people roll out because of one Chris Brown and one Marky G. Let me hear it for my comrades in the Annotto division. Let me hear it from you. Yes, Annotto is big and strong. Let me hear it from Richmond division. Let me hear it from division number 3, Belfield division. And let me hear it from the Cool division. The Cool division, my division, division number 2, Cassiton division. We said Belfield already. Comrades, there is somebody going around. Of late, they're going around like, you remember all time when we cut off the pole neck and the pole start jump up and down and I realize them dead? And so I see somebody a go around and a go on. All of a sudden, them a put in pipe, them a do this, them a do that, and all sorts of something. I want to bring to their attention the People's National Party, the Member of Parliament Harry Douglas built a high school in Itiborial. The only high school that we have, and you have been Member of Parliament, and because of certain malicious feelings, look at the fencing at the school. The perimeter fence has dropped down. And you have the art to bring the Prime Minister into that school. And you don't do nothing to help to build the school. Comrades, what can go so? What really can go like that? Imagine when we walk to Annotto Hospital, you have to take one step and look again before you can put the other foot on the road. And Comrade Chris Brown, 3 weeks ago, fixed that road. And because you have bad mind, you go the following week and rake up the road. And all know it no fix. All know it no fix. All know it no fix. And we upset. It upset everybody. It upset labor rights and it upset PNP. That's not good because you have bad mind. If you have a school and the principal is associated with the People's National Party, then damn your supper for that school because you not get no help for it. In the constituency, we have 17 basic schools.
we're in need of so many things. And only 4 of the 17 basic schools can get a 50% mark, and the others can't pass it. And you are a member of parliament and you don't help to bring up that. We're working with the future generation, the young people, but because you have bad mind and because we are associated with PNP, you're left with iron dry. Comrades, we are going to send him home. I have some strong women. And we are running a strong division of Annotto Bay. And the women of Annotto Bay division, the women of Gaston division, the women of Belfield division, the women of Richmond division is going to send him home high and dry. Comrades, we are committed to walk the hills and valleys of Southeast St. Mary with Comrade Christopher Brown. What a good man. What a young man, strong. What a man full of energy. What a man good. And so we are putting our energy behind him and mark it 10 today. That when the next election call, then such man will garner a theme yard. All right? We don't want to see him back. Him can't come back. You can't be people's representative and full of so much bad mind. Can't full of so much bad mind. Comrades, I'm not going to stay long. You have many speakers. I'm saying to you, comrades, this election is the election that makes sure everybody in your house go vote for PNP. Make sure everybody under your wings vote for PNP. I tell them, me and my house must serve the Lord. And I tell you, when that night of election come and we start to count the ballots, and we hear say Richmond, we hear Castleton, Belfield, Annotto Bay. I love
Comrade, our candidate, Chris Brown, is excellent. Comrade, come nice. Comrade, Chris Brown, comrade. Comrade, no other than. Forward, Chris, forward, Chris. Make some noise to the great candidate, the great one, Christopher Brown, no other one. Southeast St. Mary.
La partita tu sweet but you teach your what? La partita tu sweet but you teach your what?
St. Mary, the next time of Parliament, come round the mouth. Noel, make some nice, comrade. Comrade Noel, with them PNP, with them PNP, with them. Comrades, what a nice time, PNP business nice, not true? And I hear Comrade Walters touch on something, but let me tell you no more about it. Comrades, the 5-time member of parliament from Central St. Mary. Everybody know who may talk. Comrade Dr. One and only guy. The only guy from Central St. Mary. Comrade, I want you to help me welcome this man who beat up all of them and they bad man down Western St. Mary. Comrade, my please. Comrade, the thing I get hot here now. Help me welcome from Amsey Division. Comrade Sylvia. Southeast with nice. Yeah. Feel good anywhere else in the world. And I want, when I watch news, you see them have a 1 minute when they say the international news. It's of living. And I have never seen it. And comrade, let me educate you a little bit about something. Let me tell you something. You see, comrade, our candidate, you see, he went and he made his checks. He checked with NWA. And them said the road enough for them. He checked with the parish council and the parish council said enough for them road.
Comrades, comrades of Southeast, comrades of Central, comrades of Western St. Mary, big up on yourself. Comrade Chairman, Comrade Mayor, Your Worship, Comrade Wilson, Comrade MP for Central, 5-star General Comrade Dr. Guy, my comrade MP caretaker for Central, my namesake Omar General Newell, my comrade out of Western, we have a little man named Byfield. Kick off Bigfoot Jason. Drop him on him back. The Giant Slayer. Comrade Byfield, big up yourself from the Gale Division. All my comrades on stage. Comrade Christopher Brown, your next member of parliament for Southeast St. Mary. Big up yourself. Comrades, I bring greetings from Western St. Mary. Comrades, in Western St. Mary, welcome on up there. Chairman for the JLP, 90 years out of member of parliament. Comrades, we have man of pressure. The man started mark in their pants. We have him weak. Comrades, I'm not going to stay long because the comrade leader is here. Comrade, I just want to know that we bring greetings from Western.
Mark Golden. Yeah.
Yeah, the man.
Mark Golden ready.
We're ready. Comrade.
Yeah, we're ready.
Comrade.
Ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Party leader.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Next 5 minutes of Jamaica.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Mark Golden.
Comrade leader. Our next Prime Minister. Comrade Marky G. Pick up the boss. Pick up the boss. Comrades, I'm not going to stay long tonight. I just want you to know that Western St. Mary of Southeast St. Mary back, of Central St. Mary back. Comrades are going to give the Labour 3-0 in St. Mary this time around. Western St. Mary, Central and Southeast will be in the hands of the People's National Party next general election, comrades. Comrades, This is the party that have all the plans for the youth, all the plans for agriculture, all the plans for infrastructure and development. We see the man my back all good thing named Spark program, 150 million. It's the biggest sham Jamaica has ever seen. 150 million cannot build any roads in Annotto Bay or Southeast St. Mary. So comrades, let us just unite and bring this in for Dr. Green, bring this in for Harry Douglas, bring this in for Chris Brown, bring this in for Omar Newell, bring this in for Omar Woodbine, bring this in for Sir Marky G. One love, comrades. Pick up on yourself. One love.
Comrades, Western St. Mary, Southeast St. Mary, Central St. Mary, ready. All right, comrades, we're not stop the fire because we are willing to burn. Out of steam, Western St. Mary. A young cousin still will turn over some man foot down there. But comrades, me did up on the topic and them a draw me shirt back, you know. I don't know why they don't want me talk. But comrade Chris Brown will do something that I am so proud of. But I want to tell them one thing and I want to listen to me, comrade. You see when they call the election, since they love dig up, when the votes then come down from Richmond, and the votes then come from Belfield, and the votes then going at the back from Castleton and Annotto Bay, I want to tell them to go dig up that. Make them repair that. And when the weddings roll them, make them dig up that again. Because I know Chris Brown have them on every man has. Every man has. We have them. So out of Western St. Mary, come right by field. Come give it to them. Yo, spread the word in full effect. Let me first observe the protocols that have been established. Good night, comrades. The chairman for the program said, may have limited time, but me not have to suffer because 39 words. Good, my friend. Comrades! Comrades of what? Comrades of Southeast St. Mary! Comrades, I am Giovanni Byfield, one Byfield, the giant killer, and we have some other people to get rid of out of St. Mary, starting with the one in Western St. Mary. Comrades, the time has come for us to take back what is ours. The time has come for us in St. Mary to bring back this constituency to where it belongs. And the man to do that is Christopher Brown. Comrades, hold on, comrades. Boy, selector, me a young boy now, so when me a talk, me like vibes, you know, mix and a music I play. Come on, selector, man.
I'm Mary James, I carry the clock fine. Try see I'm blind, me a wear my big uncle gold pan crime. Book. I am for my moment.
Comrades, it is a serious time in our political history. This is one of the most serious elections that we will ever face. Because if the People's National Party don't win this election, dog nyam will suffer. Comrades, they have spent how many $1 billion in the junction. And all know we can't see where those billions spent in the junction. No road through the junction, comrades. The poor farmers in St. Mary are struggling night time to bring them produce to market. Comrades, if you don't like Giovanni Byfield, go out and vote for the People's National Party.
If you do not like it, so I will go out and vote for the People's National Party. If you don't like Chris Brown, go out and vote for the People's National Party. The People's National Party has always been the party of choice. It is the party that is going to uplift us out of this poverty that we are currently in and bring us progress. Comrades, vote for Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. The word is love.
Comrades, yeah, you hear it from the man. I will not stop you now. Comrades out of Central St. Mary, the next member of Parliament, Comrade Omar Newell, is going to bring you greetings. Make some noise.
No boy say them not like me, but no one happy like me. Come in, no say no one happy like me. Baby girl, I'm my girl. Me get girl everywhere me go. Big artist, this Omar Newell, do well with Newell. I represent for Youngster. Young artists that come up. Youngster, your time.
Boss. You can't first spirit without power. And it's only the arm greenness and taking the shower. Man of the kid at the hour. Yesterday here, you have to spell enough sense. No face MPs as not work bench. Classman not tell him go and knock them down. King it, pain, and win this again. Never know mother live, still labor right flap. Oh my come to it, make some pagans chat. For your farm.
Boy, my sister is 100% right. Me only have one dance move. But what I feel that say? Life sweet, no Betty milk. Rep. Comrade leader. The microphone sound a little way. Comrade leader, big up yourself. My member of parliament, Comrade Dr. Morris Guy. The general, big up yourself. Comrade Mayor, Comrade Chris Brown, Comrade Woodbine, comrades on the platform, good evening. Workers and warriors of the People's National Party, how do you feel? I said, the people, are you ready? Go! Based on how you sound, you look the way how you feel because you're looking good tonight. Who in charge of the microphone? The microphone sound horrible. But comrades, we are not a bay tonight. And there are some things that we have to address. Because I spent some of my childhood in Southeast St. Mary. And the people of Southeast St. Mary deserve good representation. I spent a little time living up a long road. I spent a little time living up a Enfield. I spent a little time living up a Scheme because my auntie, who is my second mother, is the great nurse Iris Murray. And so may have some claim to down here. St. Mary currently has 2 members of parliament representing the government. One of them is one of the most senior MPs in his political party, Mr. Chairman. The other is one of the most senior politicians in Jamaica. He's a member of the executive and he's the Minister of Labour. And when you look across the length and breadth of St. Mary, you see nothing to show for the seniority they bring. Annotto is in a bad state. And I go and come talk from the mountain top. Better yet, I go and talk from top of the building where they rent to done for $15 million and nobody never moving it. And I go and tell you that Christopher Brown is a much better representative than the one you have. Your member of parliament responded to debate. I went into Belfield a few weeks ago and I indicated to the comrades of Southeast St. Mary that I intend to join the campaign and support Christopher Brown. And I see a little man, when I know much about politics, jump on him phone
and decides I'm endorsing and getting involved in Central St. Mary business. But let me tell you something. You are already an opponent of Newell if you're an opponent of Chris. And if you're an opponent of Woodbine, you're an opponent of Newell. So welcome to the arena. When I decided I was applying for Central St. Mary, I don't know if it's because the man know my antecedents in Southeast St. Mary. He begged me not to campaign against him. And I was able to send out some shots and smoke him out of the hole. So the campaign is on. So Dr. Norman Dunn, who collected $15 million of taxpayer money while a building lock up over there, so, and he is a part of the executive of the Jamaica Labour Party and Jamaica's executive, you are in my crosshairs. What could $15 million do for the people of Annotto Bay? It could have cleaned up the town. It could have made the place look a little bit better. It could have do some low-income housing for some of the people them who are living a squalor. It could have patched some of the road them were in a bad state, leading to places like Long Road. But instead, in an act of either corruption or indiscretion, Norman Dunn pocketed $15 million of taxpayer money for a building that was locked up. And so we want to get rid of Dr. Dunn. We also are coming down. We also have a situation in St. Mary that is not tenable. Anytime you go apply for a little job, even for clean the hospital floor, them tell you go talk to your member of parliament. Them send you down a western or them send you over southeast. No business can run so. And it gets worse, comrade leader. If you apply to be on the PASS program and you are denied, there's a process by which you can appeal. Well, in St. Mary, we have a situation where a sitting councillor, an elected representative of the Jamaica Labour Party, is one of the members of that appeals tribunal. Nothing can go so. So when you go in and you say, well, me apply, I'm think me qualified, and them look on them canvas and say, well, based on some other circumstances, you are not qualified, then poor people pitney and poor people elderly can get disqualified because of your political affiliation. And so Montague and Dunn, you are in my crosshairs because the people of Southeast St. Mary deserve better. They deserve to have everything crisp. And I tell you, the man who named Christopher Brown is coming in and he's coming to fix it. One love and God bless you. Comrades, you hear it? The man ready?
The one I brought more and the one I sent James. Remember we when we gone, we live forever.
All right, comrades.
We not.
The comrade leader wants to give away 3 tablets tonight and they're going to ask 3 questions. Anybody that can come up with the answers first will get the tablet. The first question is, who can say when our mayor became mayor for Port Maria? And anybody answer that will be the recipient of a tablet. You have to give me the exact date. All right, comrades, all right. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, can you come and do this presentation for me, please, sir? The 7th, she got it, Say the 7th. Thank you very much. Anyway, There are two more here to be given away. Two more. Two more. Two more. Comrades, keep sharpening up yourself, yeah? So we have two more to give away. All right. Comrades, without further ado, we are going to invite the mayor himself to come and bring you greetings from his division of Bascobel.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go. The more I know, I move, stop it. And we living like a movie watching.
Selector, I want you to ask that question the one more time.
Move, stop. The more I know, I move, stop it.
Yes, someone I call up in him by social media. Play that tune there for the boy there.
The more I know, I move, stop it. And we living like a movie watching. Jump up in the jacuzzi, Ashley. Tell you just some move to the cash rate.
Comrades. Good evening, comrades. Good evening, comrades. Comrades of Southeast St. Mary. I realize that you don't have no bike crowd. The crowd is genuinely Southeast St. Mary crowd, Comrade Chris Brown. You don't have to carry nobody from Tivoli Garden. You don't have to carry nobody from St. Catherine. You don't have to carry nobody from Montego Bay. Everybody here is homegrown. Homegrown. I want to acknowledge my party leader and president of the People's National Party, soon to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Big up. I also want to acknowledge my other father, the real guy, the Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary, Dr. Maurice Guy. I want to acknowledge the man that is going to take the baton from the General for Central St. Mary, Comrade Omar Newell, next Member of Parliament. Or if you want to say, the only true and authentic future Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary. I want to acknowledge my next Member of Parliament, the real youth, the honorable youth, the youth one on no sticky fingers, the real man, Comrade Omar Woodbine, my next Member of Parliament for Western St. Mary. I want to acknowledge my councillor colleagues on the platform, Councillor Byfield, Councillor Freeman, and the General from Outer Islington, Comrade Garvey. I also want to acknowledge all my councillor colleagues, members of the PNP-YO, and former members who spoke before. But the man of the moment is the real youth. The youth who is going to come and send home done. The real general, Chris Brown. Everything Chris with Chris Brown. I want to say something tonight, that the election season is high. They are breaking ground. They are cutting ribbons. They are doing all sorts of things that they never did in 9 consecutive years.
Shame on you, unusualness, and your father and badness. Now, I also, Comrade Chris, want to hail up all the hard-working police officers in St. Mary. I want to give the police officers a rousing round of applause. The police is doing a good job. They are doing a great job where crime is concerned. But because the police them are doing a good job, the Micah Andrew Holness wants to take credit for the job that the police did. But when the crime rate was high, the murder rate was high, he did not take credit for the high murder rate. Now, I want to hail up all the man them on the cell block in at the police station lock up the stuff. You want now? When you get whole heap of time on the cell block for rethink. If you're innocent, you're innocent. You see, if you're guilty, change your ways. Because the People's National Party is going to form the next government. And although you might run foul of the law, we believe in a second chance. And with the People's National Party, even the man them on the cell block is going to get a second chance. I want to say to the young people who left high school without the necessary qualification, with the People's National Party, you will also get a second chance to get a good education to qualify for a good job. I am saying to you tonight that we would have seen money was expended from the Ministry of Local Government to renovate the Annotto market. I hear some people running around and said them a fixed market. And them so open it. Let me see who going to open it without me being there. And me sign the contract for that. And me open it. Chris Brown, I came out here earlier on and I walked through the market and I walked through the sanitary convenience and I said, some might look good, some don't look good, some of them have got fixed over. And I'm saying to you, don't draw my shirt. Because I come to talk to Annotto this evening. And I'm saying to you that we need Christopher Brown. We need Omar Newell. We need Omar Woodbine. Just like when Terry Gillette, Horace Clark, and the rest came and take St. Mary and they brought it through that level and bring it up. You realize that from those people left Western and Southeast, a back way the constituency there, bago. So we are putting 3 young youths that them can serve this constituency for another 30 years, rebuild, rebrand, and come again. When we was running, I hear one little man around a Western St. Mary say, the 3 preke. After the local government election, Boscobel Division, Gale Division, and the Rockabeza Division, who said them a preke, we throw them out of power. It come now, where you have one little man say I'm mayor, and because him thinks him stays us, him can stay as mayor for the rest of his life. Listen to me now. Query must go to Richmond Division. If we know we nowhere else in the next local government election, Richmond Division must be one. Don't make such man one bull, you know. Don't make some man think say him win and all labor right alone for benefits. I win in a Boscobel Division.
ask labor right, ask PNP. Me look out for everybody interest. You can't give people bun and cheese and give them green bun. When green the pan bun, that means a Jonjo is spoiled. You can't give people school book and school bag and now man done the penny in a green. Them are humiliate you putting them at school. Don't take it. Let me tell you now. Me come here for talk. I'm here tell you now tonight. Me see some things are creeping. Chris Brown, they pan a high. Chris Brown, they pan the trajectory to win. And them a come give some people something what they never get yet in a 9 years. And I say we're going to fix up this. And we're going to give you this. And we're going to give you that. Just start this ball, Chris. And cost PNP. Let me tell you now, you did have 9 years for cost. Chris Brown is not the member of parliament. Chris Brown is not the minister that serves here. Chris Brown will be one of Michael Manley sons as minister when he wins. I am saying to you, Omar Woodbine will be looking at God knows. Omar Newell will be looking at God knows. Make sure, say, Chris Brown is walking in a God knows. Don't let them tell you about them a give you plyboard. Don't let them tell you about them a give you chicken. Don't let them tell you about them a give you all type of stuff. I am saying to you that we need to understand that the canvassing must be done. The house to house work must be done. The rubbing shoulders with the people must be done. And I realize that Chris Brown is doing that and more. Because when Chris Brown called me, I said, the people in the hospital are complaining. I said to them, they wrote to my office as well about the road. They are complaining and know about it. And then tell me, say, they write to the member of parliament. And the member of parliament say, no, he not him road schedule. And he can't do nothing about it. So as Chris Brown do something, where him get resources to go spend out there? I hear them talk the other day. And not giving credence to certain things. But I'm saying to you that there's a councillor for Annotto Bay division. There's a councillor supposed to look after the interests of Annotto Bay division. And when I look, I see a man post a picture about the beach. And him say, it's the mayor. But him never mentioned the councillor. But I want to say to him, the beach is going to be in a better place than it was. Because them here who come for the beach, like who come for the market. That's why them a jump on something. But hear what? Time will tell, my comrades. And I want to say to you that you are seeing a more frequent mayor, a more effective mayor. And I'm saying to you, judge my record and judge the other man that was there. And look who is doing a better job. I said to you, if you not see how me work this term, don't vote for me the next term. Because be sure, as tonight, Mr. Prayer, so Perry can't bring nothing to the table. What me can do. And me I say to you tonight, me I go to my word tonight. Me I tell you tonight. Say when Mark Golding become the next Prime Minister, when me have my Minister of Local Government that will exceed and look at the issues and the plight of the people, you will see. Because this local government minister is an arrogant, laborite, one not care about nobody but him and him party people them. Tell the minister, say me say, time come, his days are numbered. Because Omar Newell, Omar Woodbine, Chris Brown, Mark Jefferson Golden is going to trust from Western St. Mary, from the Municipal Corporation. One love, one heart, one destiny.
Comrades, boy, don't make sense of it.
Pad we bad Gaza, pad we bad. Pad we bad Gaza, pad we bad. Pad we bad Gaza, pad we bad.
Comrade. Them have a song say I'm coming in hot this year. What them are gonna do to hold me? I think you better play the one that for the mayor. Comrades, without further ado, I want to welcome to the podium our Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary. The last time I was on the podium, I spoke so many things that he did. But comrades, let's give Comrade Guy, Murray's guy, the only guy, a warm Southeast St. Mary welcome. The man that transformed Central St.
Comrade Chairman, it's hard for you to welcome a man who belongs to your own yard, you know. Because I live in a Southeast St. Mary. So how you come welcome me to my own constituency? Comrade, next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Golden. Comrade Mayor, the man who burn fire from down as Boscobel Division and who take up some of my time, but me not no problem with that. Comrade next Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary and a man who this guy is pleased with, Comrade Omar Newell. Comrade Omar Woodbine, the man who has set fire on a Musmus steel in a Western St. Mary. And the man who I come represent and give true representation to Southeast St. Mary, Comrade Christopher Brown.
Hey, down on this mercy, down mercy. Driver, oh, drop this Arizona.
Comrade councillors, comrade councillor caretakers, comrade warriors of the People's National Party, I want to tell you something. And I said it the other night in Belfield, but I never know the full story. But my son, comrade leader, called me yesterday and said, when is the election? And I tell him I don't know. Him say, make sure you tell me and give me notice because me have come down to Jamaica, go vote for Christopher Brown in Southeast St. Mary. My daughter, I come from town to come vote in a Southeast St. Mary for Christopher Brown. Family. And comrade, every time there's election, and Comrade Freeman will tell you, my wife and I journey down to the Belfield Health Center to vote for the PNP candidate, and it will happen this time again. And I know, comrades, I know that the field in Southeast St. Mary say it's time for a change. Time come to put Christopher Brown as a Member of Parliament. Time come. Time come to have a representative who is for the people. Time come to have a representative who cares about young people. Time come for a representative who sees things and work to fix them. And next man come and unfix it. Comrades, you have a choice in Southeast St. Mary. And the only choice is this man, Christopher Rowe Brown. But comrades, the picture is bigger than Chris Brown. Because we need to have People's National Party as the next government of this country. We need to have Mark Jefferson Golding as the next Prime Minister because the PNP's policies and programs are what will move Jamaica out of the abyss that it is in right now. Washington Manley said about the people of Jamaica. Comrades, I want, as a member of parliament for Central St. Mary, to say to you tonight in the constituency in which I vote, Southeast St. Mary, and party leaders, I said in Arakabesa, when such man will call the election, I am guaranteeing you that from Dover to the border at Thames River, to the border up at Guysill, to White River, and to the Caribbean Sea in the north, that is going to be an orange sea all the way in St. Mary, because we're going to have Southeast, Central, and Western St. Mary. Comrades, Comrade Wilson said it and I told him that he took some of my time. But I just want to say, it lies in your hands. It is for you to come out and vote. And don't be persuaded by them when they come with their money. Don't be persuaded by them when they come and cut ribbon and promise you. Don't be persuaded by them when they go to St. Thomas and open an empty shell and say them are open what is known as the Civic Center in St. Thomas. Comrades, we hear a water supply open today. We hear about what is supposed to happen. And this is what the Prime Minister and his team going around the country, cutting empty ribbons, cutting opening pipeline without a water in it. Comrades, we don't want that. We want action from our candidates. And this is what the PNP is promising you. So comrades, when the election comes, we make sure that St. Mary is safe in the column of the People's National Party. Orange in Southeast, orange in Central, and orange in Western St. Mary. One love, comrade.
Comrade, that is short and spicy. That is a man with experience. Comrades, we have a double whammy. Just like how we have a double whammy, because the next two speakers, one is going to introduce the other, and I am going to introduce one. But we have a double whammy because I want to go over the other two tablets. The first question is, who can say when did Mark Jefferson Golden became the leader of the People's National Party? All right, next question. Can anybody name two PNP member of parliament for Southeast St. Mary? Southeast St. Mary. Calm down, PNP. Calm down. No, man. No, she said that's a guy. All right. Come on. We're going to ask the comrade leader to make this presentation. Music, man. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Comrades, you ready? Put a Mark Golden song there if we're ready. Give me a Mark Golden song there if we're ready.
Mark Golden. Yeah. Huh. Mark Golden ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
All right. Comrades. It getting hot this year. What am I going to do for whole way? Then can't do nothing to PNP because we bust well like BG kite. Not true? I love. It just get nicer and now get better every day, comrades. Don't feel no way. But things are come up to bump now. And comrades, I want to touch on the man named Christopher Brown, who came here and did so much in such a short time. Transform Southeast St. Mary and make it become like one big family. Not true? And them a draw me shirt tail and I want me talk the things them. So I cut it because the party leader have whole heap of things to do. Need to get some rest. So I have to stop chat. But I beg the selector play one music. Because Comrade Brown wants a special music. But I want to play a special music. A little short part of it, I don't know if I'm find it. And this music is coming from the people of Southeast St. Mary. Selector, you find the music? And the music is Comrade Brown. And I'm going to go in a whole heap of things. I just want to say thank you for the many things you have done. And with no further ado, comrades, enough of me. I present to you your next candidate for Southeast St. Mary, our next member of parliament for Southeast St. Mary, the next big one for Southeast St. Mary, no other than Christopher Brown. Barnia, Livia, stay here, and go already.
Get ready to go. Christ has gone home to prepare up beyond the blue skies. It must be some wonder up there, never seen by mortal eyes. We know soon he's coming again from his heavenly throne. He shall leave this earthly domain when he comes to claim his own. You better hurry up, and get ready. Oh, if you're going to ride in the glory cloud with the Savior and his chosen crowd, you better hurry up, and get ready to go. If you're
Comrade Chairman and Chairman of the constituency of Southeastern St. Mary, Comrade Patrick McLeod, I want you to hail the man. Comrade Leader and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden, I want you to hail the man. Comrade Dr. Morris Guy, my fellow candidates, Comrade Councillors and your worship the Mayor, other members of the platform, and to you, the fighters, the warriors, the supporters of the People's National Party, to you, the youths and elders who want a change in Southeastern St. Mary, the word is love. Comrades, tonight we gather in Annotto Bay to send a message that change is coming. If them call it in June, we're going to vote them out. If them call it in July, we're going to vote them out. If them call it in August, we're going to vote them out. If them call it in September, we're going to vote them out. We're going to get rid of them. The people are ready to choose change. Comrades, we live in a constituency that has missed the prosperity train. We live in a constituency where everything is leaving. Jobs are leave, business are leave, bank are closed down, people are migrate. We live in a most people don't like the land that they farm on. We live in a country where much leave in high school without a subject. We live in a constituency where most people have a water crisis, with some only getting constituency where farmers are getting no support, where the operating theater at the hospital is not working, where the doctors are overworked and the patients are suffering, where the sick and suffering have to find hundreds of thousands of dollars to do MRI and CT scan. We live in a constituency where is one set of people getting everything all the time. We live in a constituency where it is a clique that is collecting rent from the tax office. They are the ones that are getting the contracts. If it's road work, is one set. If it's the seaside project where them claim that them open today, is one set. If it's work up at the hospital, is one set. And I say to you tonight, comrades, when them tell you done, tell them that is Belfield done with 1 day a week of water. When them tell you say done, tell them that Southeast St. Mary done with the one set of people getting the contracts, the work up at the hospital, the benefits all the time. When them tell you say done, tell them Southeast St. Mary is done with the worst state of roads in the history of the constituency. When them tell you say done, tell them we're done with the outdated and malfunctioning X-ray and other scanning machines at the hospital. When them tell you say done, tell them that Southeast St. Mary done with the lies about Camberwell Road, about Brennard Road, about Plattfield to Lunafield Road, about Montreal Seaton Road, about Rosemount Road, about Luna Road, about heading to Castleton Botanical Gardens. Tell them. Comrades, I want to send out a warning here tonight. Watch out for the $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 check. Take it. Are your taxpayers' money and a Norman Dunn money? Take it, cash it, and vote for the People's National Party and send them a message. Comrades, I say again, particularly for our young males and females, watch out for the farm work scam. They have only 40 spaces, but are taking down 500 names. I want to say something tonight, comrades, about what they are calling spark. If your sidewalk mash up, them tell you that it depends spark. All of a sudden, everything depends spark. And there is a full PR campaign with radar ads. This is brought to you by Spark. After leaving the roads of the country in a state of disrepair and destruction, they are coming with this grand lie about Spark. That Spark will fix it. Comrades,
The amount of money that each MP is allocated under Spark, each constituency will get no more than 2 roads, based on the total amount that have been announced. In Southeast St. Mary, we have more than 2 roads to fix. But what we see this MP going on with now is to go here and patch a little piece here and leave most of it unfixed. Him go over here, patch a little piece here and leave the rest unfixed. Him go over here. Chicken without head. Patching left, right, and center. Giving out chicken, goat, and cow. I said to him, and I said to the Labour Party, the Prime Minister could come here, but Southeast St. Mary, done with done. Comrades, recently we had one of the saddest days in the life of Southeastern St. Mary. Comrades, after years of neglect, I called Mr. Williams, the superintendent of works, down at the St. Mary Parish Council. Him tell me that morning that not upon them list of roads. I called the SMO up at the hospital, and he also said the road that I am proposing to fix, it is not their road. And comrades, after hearing and recognizing that the road is an orphan, after the many cries of the patients who are suffering when they come on the road, I decided, with the support of some of my friends, to fix that road. And when it fixed, the little man start run up left, right, and center. Him call Minister of Local Government. Him call Minister of Health. Him call Minister of, the Minister of Works. And him cussing and creating a scene that the road was fixed and that it was fixed by Christopher Brown. And then you saw that the little man all of a sudden find money because him can't deal with the fact that I have led and went out front and delivered to the people of Southeast St. Mary what they wanted and what they called for.
Bad man get the best of them. Me see them. Them players and them on. Polano, some boy are dirty, some girl are dirty, some boy are dirty. You say them not your mouth, you know. You didn't want to do too much flour, you understand? So I don't matter. Man, I step on. Catch up them up to them and up.
Him come on video and said that the hospital a Fihim hospital. But now, man, done. I want to tell you that it is not your hospital. It is the people's hospital. It is the taxpayers' money, not your money, to use in a game and to waste. And I want to tell you tonight, Dr. Norman Dunn, that I will continue to lead in undertaking initiatives that will improve the lives and the living condition of the people of Southeastern St. Mary. And because I will continue to lead, you will be running to the east, you will be scampering to the west, you will be following our lead in the north, and you will be out of breath in the south as you are got tired to see my face.
Run with them evil head. 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 Run with them evil head.
The bad mind people can't stress me out. We no afraid of nobody.
I said this the last time we were in Belfield, and I'm going to say it again. Last week I was walking in a district in the Annotto Bay Division. A lady called me and she said, Chris Brown, me just come from Bay, and I hear that you're in my place. Come check me. When I went, she said, Chris Brown, me glad you come at Southeast. Since you come, the MP patch me road. Since you come, me get a water tank. Since you come, my big daughter get 75 chicken. Since you come, the MP give me son a job over to a job up at the hospital. Since you come, my little daughter get some ply and lot to fix up her room. And yesterday, me get $40,000 worth of stock to stop me bar from the MP. Where you drink? Come inside, because me and my family will be voting still for you and the peoples. Comrades, Norman Dunn and the Jamaica Labour Party have no plans for Southeast and St. Mary. They have no plans to move Southeast and St. Mary from the poorest constituency in the parish to the front of the line. You don't hear Norman Dunn in Parliament except when every MP must speak, otherwise he's silent. And when the MPs must speak is when they answer to their names to say present. We are the party for the people. We are the party for the poor. We are not here to make the rich richer. We come to give help and strength to the masses and the poor people of this country. Comrades, we're going to give strength to the people through a massive land titling program across the constituency. Too many of our people in Southeast St. Mary have lived on lands for years and generations, and they don't have a title in their hands to say, I man, I woman own this place. I am going to fix that. Comrades, we're going to work with the new PMP government led by Mark Jefferson Golin to establish an industrial zone in the Fort George Road area. We will give incentives for agro-processing and light manufacturing businesses to set up their operations in this area. This will create jobs and move us and our people from hustling to having more, and from begging to building, and from handout to industry. Comrades, we have already identified 3 sets of lands with Comrade Floyd Morris, and we will be constructing housing development on these lands for the first time in many years under the People's National Party. Comrades, we're going to fix up and clean up and beautify the towns of Richmond and Annotto Bay and use their strong cultural history to create heritage tourism villages. We're going to position and package both the Castleton Gardens as well as the Scottsdale Maroons as the ecotourism and cultural tourism hub of Southeastern St. Mary. We're going to launch a Youth in Agriculture grant program and give young people fresh cash to build businesses
in agriculture. Comrades, we're going to execute a modernization campaign within our road, water, and communications infrastructure so that we can move southeastern St. Mary from the poorest in the parish to a model constituency nationally. Let us write a new chapter together for southeastern St. Mary. So if you are ready for change, comrades, wave your flag. If you are ready for Mark Jefferson Golden, wave your flag. If you are ready for a victory of the People's National Party, wave your flag. And comrades, I want to welcome to the podium at this time the man who is going to be our next Prime Minister of Jamaica. I want you to welcome Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden, President of the PNP and future Prime Minister of Jamaica. One love.
Stevens! Hold your words up! Sorcerer! I am giving you a warning. A new day is dawning. I am giving you one. Wicked people, Jesus Christ is in me. The mighty mother. Jesus Christ! Yeah, well, this is me, man, representing from Argoling, aka Marky G. Yeah, them not bad like me. Now them know we. Them just see me. Yeah, man, but them TV. Zara, Z. Stand Marky G, I know you are champion. Everybody here with the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey! Marky G with a nose and none of them not like it. See them all hype up, but that's still not slightly. Rolling up, cut and cut through because I'm loving up the heart. And none of them can. Hey! Marky G with a nose and none of them not like it. So me have a son of the...
Easy selector. Boy, the vibe's nice in Annotto Bay tonight. Make sure so this microphone alright now. This mic not sound too right to me at all. Well, the next mic. What the next mic? Wow. It sound look better now. Kind of, yeah, alright. Comrade Chairman, Comrade McLeod, Comrade MP for Central St. Mary. Mine, you know. What the next mic then? That mic, yeah. Go on talking on the mic. All right, I'm going to try it again. Comrade Dr. Morris guy. Your worship the mayor. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm going to use this mic. Candidates for Western, Omar Woodbine. Central, Omar Newell. Comrade councillors, Comrade councillor candidates, and the man of the movement, the man who just delivered a wonderful speech for his future constituents when he becomes the next member of parliament for Southeast St. Mary, Comrade Christopher Brown. Give him a round of applause. Comrades, we've had a wonderful day today in Southeast St. Mary. The crowd was out and about with us in a massive motorcade. And we give thanks to the Most High God that we never had any serious issues on the motorcade. And that everybody seems to be all right. And we give thanks for that. Comrades, I want to big up all the workers and warriors of the People's National Party here in Southeast St. Mary. You are the ones who are going to deliver the victory that your party needs and that Jamaica needs. You are the ones who are putting in the work, and you are the ones who will ensure that Christopher Brown is there beside me as I walk up Duke Street and enter Garden House and take my seat as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Christopher Brown is a man of action. Christopher Brown is an established and an accomplished professional here in Jamaica. He is somebody who people can look up to and people can have confidence in. I am impressed with how he has gone about the business of establishing himself as the leading candidate in the constituency. The man has been a political operative for many years. He knows what needs to be done, and he goes about doing it with great energy and fervor. And the people are responding to him, and the people say, yes, Chris, you are the one we want because you can deliver good representation for us here in Southeast St. Mary. Just today, the man established a new first up in Enfield, where I had the honor and privilege of opening the office for the People's National Party for the community of Enfield, the first of its kind. Chris Brown is delivering already, and him don't even get elected yet. And the man has successfully shown up, the MP, a man who is a junior minister of government, and a man who was unable to address the issue of the road to the hospital. And the patients were suffering, and the staff at the hospital were suffering. And they reached out, and Chris Brown, with his ingenuity and his energy and his initiative, put together the resources somehow. I don't know how he did it, and was able to put the road that the people needed. And then you see the MP, Mr. Johnny come lately, arrive on the scene and go on like him have something to do when the work has already been done. Well done, it done do already. You done get embarrassed already though, Mr. Dunn. Chris Brown, your sample. Keep on doing what you're doing. Whether it be north, south, east or west. The man have to follow back at you because you have set the trend. And the people then say, yes, Chris Brown, take it to them. Take it to them, Chris Brown. Comrades, today was a big day for Jamaica and a big day for the People's National Party. Today, the Constitutional Court handed down a very important ruling, a landmark ruling in the history of this country. They established that we were right all along when we said that the states of emergency that they had been using as a routine tool of policing was unlawful and unconstitutional. Yeah, man. We had been resisting that because we knew that the role of a state of emergency under the Constitution was a very singular role. It was there to ensure when the state was under threat of subversion and the democratic order of the country was under threat to be overthrown, there was a mechanism under the Constitution to save the country from that kind of destabilization. But Andrew Oldest had been wrongly advised, no doubt, and proceeded over a period from 2018 through to 2023 to have the Governor General declare over 20 states of emergency in Jamaica. Some of those states of emergency covered several parishes at once. Thousands of young Jamaicans were apprehended under the state of emergency. Many of them lost their jobs. Many of them were criminalized by their association in the detention center with others who were there. And it did not have the impact on the crime rate and the murder rate that the government was saying it would. And it is only after the People's National Party, under my leadership, took a strong position and said, no, we are sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution of Jamaica, and we will not vote for these bogus states of emergency, which are being used as a normal policing tool. You must come with the proper crime plan and crime strategy. And we prevented them from going any further with the states of emergency. And it's after we stood up that they started to do what we said all along should be done. Using intelligence, focusing on apprehending criminals and prosecuting them through proper police techniques. And we have seen some results, and I want to commend the Commissioner of Police again and his team for the improvement we've seen over the last year or so. And the court today unanimously ruled that what we had said was indeed correct. And all of those states of emergency declared by the Andrew Holness-led government were unconstitutional, null, and void. Some of them are going to charge for corruption when the right time comes. And I hear they saying now, sorry man, I'm a little hoarse today. I hear them saying now that they're going to appeal. Well, if they don't accept the correctness of the decision, that is their right. But I'm confident of the justness and the correctness of the position that we have taken all along. And we will take it as far as it needs to go in order to protect the rights and interests of the Jamaican people and uphold and defend the constitutional freedoms guaranteed by the Charter of Rights in the Constitution. Comrades, we are on a mission, and we are on a mission to address the very real challenges and issues facing the people of this country. We see the problems in the education system. We see the high levels of absenteeism from school because many people, many mothers, many families struggle to find lunch money for their children. They struggle to find bus fare for their children to go to school and come back, or taxi fare. And we have come with a commitment. We are going to ensure that our needy children will get at least one hot, nutritious meal at school every day, whether it be in primary or secondary school, because that is in keeping with the philosophy of the People's National Party. We will ensure that we provide a subsidy to families in need so that they can get a little help with the cost of transportation for their children to go to school in rural Jamaica. And we are committed to that, starting with 20,000 families and expanding that as the economy improves. And we are committed to the First in Family program because we know that education is the antidote to intergenerational poverty. And if you are from a family where no one in your household has ever been to a tertiary institution before, and you qualify for that institution as the first in your family to do so, the People's National Party government will give you a full scholarship to attend that institution so you can uplift yourself and uplift your family and uplift your community and uplift your nation.
Remember when the round man said, time about everybody have a run.
Yes, my people. And when it comes to housing, we see that under the Jamaica Labour Party, the houses which have been built have been houses for those who can afford expensive houses. Houses of $30 million and up. But there's a huge unfulfilled demand for affordable housing in this country. And I said to Professor Senator Floyd Morris, we are going to work together to deliver 50,000 affordable houses to the people of Jamaica in our first term of office of 5 years. And we are going to restore the National Housing Trust, an institution created by Michael Joshua Manley for the upliftment of the workers of this country. We're going to restore it to its true purpose. We're going to end the taking of $11.4 billion a year, which has been going on now for the last 9 years and even before. We're going to stop doing that so that the National Housing Trust can deliver on its mandate. We're going to establish a fund of $1 million per annum, $1 billion per annum within the National Housing Trust for any youngster up to 35 years who needs help with a deposit to pay down on a house. If they are contributed to the fund for 2 years or more, they will be eligible for a $500,000 grant so they can get on the ownership ladder and start moving forward in life. And if you are somebody who doesn't get a pay slip every month because you are self-employed or you're hustling or you're just making money through an informal employer and you can't prove your income so you can't qualify for the mortgage, we're going to have the rent-to-own scheme for you so that you can go into the house as a tenant. And after 6 months, if you're paying the rent and you're paying on time, we will treat that as being proper establishment of your ability to pay, and we will treat that as proof of income, and you can draw down on your mortgage and move from being a tenant to being an owner and pay the mortgage instead of the rent. The People's National Party is a progressive movement of the people of Jamaica. We're going to look about the interests of persons with disabilities. My father, Professor Sir John Golding, was Jamaica's first orthopedic surgeon. He established the Mona Rehabilitation Center, which after his death in 1996, P.J. Patterson renamed the Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center. It's the only center of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. I grew up around persons with disabilities, and I'm committed to improving a lot of the people of this country who have a disability. It is the People's National Party who enacted the Disabilities Act. And we are going to make sure it delivers for the people of Jamaica. We will be establishing a fund of $1 billion to help persons with disabilities to step up in life. We're going to deal with things like sidewalks and other assistive aids and other things that will make their life more accessible, and they will be able to enter the mainstream of society and live a decent life. And for the youths, the creative youths, the youths who can DJ or sing, the youths who can do graphic design, the youths who can do beautiful paintings or drawings, the youths who are sound engineers and want to step up in the music industry or the entertainment industry, we're establishing a special fund of $1 billion for the creative and cultural industry so you can get support to buy a piece of equipment or to do whatever it is you need to do to move to the next level as a creative person in this country. Because we know that brand Jamaica is built on the creative brilliance of our people. And it is man like Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Bonnie Wheeler and Burning Spear and Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaacs and DJ like the great Super Cat and so many others that have built brand Jamaica. And we have much more talent in the country to come, and we have to give them the full support. And comrades, most importantly, we have to build a government that is based on a strong moral foundation. The people of this country are tired of the Alibaba and his 40 thief government. They're tired of the 28 bank accounts and the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars moving around, and a man in charge of the government whose integrity commission declarations cannot be certified for several years now. A man who is taking the integrity commission to court to strike down that law and to strike down the offense for which he is being investigated. And the other 7 of them make 8 under investigation for illicit enrichment. And the Jamaica Labour Party has the gall to say that they're going to run again to represent Jamaica and to govern Jamaica. What can go so? The next PNP government will burn out all hanky-panky business. We have to be upright and correct in how we deal with the people's money. It is there for the people, not for friend and company. We are going to be zero tolerant in our approach to those issues. And we are going to look about constitutional reform, not in the way that the Labour Party has pursued it, where they have this committee, which they have appointed most of the people on the committee. And the committee is not really taking serious note of the issues of the people raised in the various town hall meetings, because the government had its own agenda all along as to what it intended to do. And the first port of call in any constitutional reform must be to ensure that our people have access to justice and have access to a final court where they can get to the court without having to be a multimillionaire, and they don't need any visa to go to the court. Time for the Caribbean Court of Justice to become Jamaica's final court of appeal. It is long enough now from slavery days coming up. Our people have not had access to a final court unless they have some lawyer in England prepared to do the case for them for free, or they happen to be a multimillionaire. That is not right, comrades. That should be a prominent part of any constitutional reform. It cannot be phase 2. It has to be phase 1. So we are going to go and reopen the whole issue because there are many things that the people of Jamaica want to see. They want to see our political class being held accountable through a mechanism of impeachment. They want, if you have a delinquent member of parliament who isn't doing anything, you don't have to wait for the end of 5 years. You can have recall if enough of the electors say, him not do nothing. We have to come away. We have to get rid of him. We can recall him. They want a mechanism like. Can you imagine? They have brought a bill to Parliament, and that bill is going to reconfigure the Senate. Right now, since 1962, the government of the day can't pass any piece of legislation or any resolution or motion that requires 2/3 without getting the opposition on board, because no government has 2/3 in the Senate. They have brought a bill to change that, so that now the opposition will no longer be able to block a resolution or a motion that requires a 2/3 majority. And they're going to have a president, if they get their way, who the ultimate person to appoint that president is the prime minister. And that president, who will be somebody who the prime minister wants, will be able to appoint 3 senators who no doubt will also be persons who the prime minister wants. And then you could have a situation where a state of emergency could go on and on and on, and everybody would be at risk if it were to be abused, because they would be able to ensure that it is extended and extended, because the opposition would have no power to block it. And that is what this government has brought as constitutional reform. We don't support it, comrades. We don't support any mechanism which would allow the government of the day to rule like a dictator over the people. The People's National Party believes in participatory democracy. We believe that the people must be represented and protected by the Constitution, and we will always stand up for justice in this country, because that is the way of our party, from Norman Manley days, coming right through to Iman Marky G, Mark Jefferson Golding. So comrades, my voice is a little hoarse tonight, as you can hear. But the message I'm telling you, and the message I'm trying to impart to you tonight, is that the next PNP government is what Jamaica needs at this time. We'll be dealing with some of the real issues confronting our nation. We'll be providing new opportunities for our people. We'll be changing the system to give the people a proper chance. We'll be dealing with infrastructure, with proper road maintenance programs on an ongoing basis. This government has abandoned road work and road maintenance for 9 years and allowed the most deplorable conditions all over the country, including here in St. Mary, in Southeast, where the roads are in such poor condition. And we are going to have a proper preventive maintenance program, which we will fund year in, year out, and get the road network back up to a proper condition. And we're going to ensure that water is a priority, and where we can bring water to the people. God has now given, through technology, we can generate solar energy to drive water pumps, to pump and distribute water to where it's needed. And you know, Jamaica is not short of water, but we have a terrible problem with distribution of water. And the next PNP government is going to tackle that problem in a very serious way, because we know that that is what the people want, and that is what our duty to deliver what the people want and need. So comrades, I want to close again by saying to you, please don't be distracted by the propaganda and the lies. Don't be distracted by the gimmicks. Don't be distracted by the little money that they might want to run to try and buy you out to do what they want. We have a serious issue coming up in this election, and we have to get over that hurdle so that Jamaica can get back on track with a government that the people can have trust in and that will look about the people's interests. You in St. Mary have 3 excellent young candidates in whom I am well pleased. Businessmen, men who understand how to get things done, men who are here to serve the people and who will do what the people need and represent you well. And so I ask all of you tonight, are you ready to deliver a victory for us, the People's National Party, here in Southeast? Are you ready for Christopher Brown to enter Parliament beside Marky G when we form government? Comrades, you look good, you sound good, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this wonderful evening. And I say to you, keep the fire burning. The struggle must continue. We will have victory when the time comes. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Power to the people. Power to the people, I say. Power to the people. The world.
Thank you for a very wonderful night. I ask you now to make your way home very safe, and thank you for your good behavior for the night. We will now have Jamaica arrive.
The trumpet sounded, the country knows so up, the court has been lightened, the sword is at hand, who joins in the fight, all is all yet in hand. Land of my birth, I pray to thee, loyal and faithful. Oh, the toil will be heavy and the campaign long. The road will be dreary, the body is long. For progress may falter and energies wane, but steadfast in spirit, although we remain.
The people bless up on yourself, you know. Me dey on the next live here. Bolo 2.0 Splash Digi. Live with the cutoff. Me dey on the live there. You hear that? They on the live there. You know, Splash Digi I go wicked over here. Hey, me end the live here. Yeah, me end the live here. Me dey over on the next live. You hear? On the same channel. Me end that one I do.